What's going on, guys? I think one of the worst feelings that I personally could feel is regret. Regretting not taking action, regretting not doing the thing I knew I should have done. Whether it's a big thing like quitting a job or taking that risk financially for the reward or approaching that woman and talking to her and shooting your shot. Whatever it is, the worst thing that I ever felt was regret. And it wasn't until I got rid of that. I completely got rid of that. And I don't live with the feeling of regret because I do everything I know I'm supposed to do. I want to make a video, I make it. I want to make a YouTube channel, I make it. I wanted to quit my job and go my own way, I did it. I do what I want to do, and so I don't feel regret. The worst feeling is knowing you could have put in more time, knowing you could have put in more work, knowing you could have done more to get closer to your goal, and regretting the fact that you didn't do it. Now imagine you go your entire life. Can you imagine that feeling of regret? If I'm talking about regret on a smaller scale, can you imagine you being on your deathbed and you look back and you regret everything? You say, man, I regret not quitting my job. I worked my job for years, getting paid every 2 weeks, barely scraping by. I regret not reading those books. I regret not taking that risk and quitting my job and starting that business and getting into sales. I regret that, man. Man, I regret listening to music so much and not actually listening to audiobooks. Man, I regret watching movies and Netflix all day and not seeking the information. That would be the worst fucking feeling in the world, man. You gotta grind. You gotta get after it every day. You gotta take that risk. You gotta push yourself. And only you know if you're actually pushing yourself. People who can coach you, if you tell them everything there is to know, then I'm sure that someone can point out the places where you can go harder. But at the end of the day, when nobody's watching, only you know. Only you know. Do you want to live life in regret? Do you want to live your whole life regretting not talking to that woman? I know people who are afraid to walk up to a woman. Walk up to a woman and just say what's on their mind. Do you understand the level of regret you're going to feel for the rest of your life? You're going to regret thinking, I wanted to say this and I didn't say it. For what? Out of fear? You're going to regret that, and regret is one of the worst feelings you could ever feel. Man or woman. Doesn't matter what it is. If you're a man or if you're a woman, you will feel regret if you don't do the things that you know you needed to do. If you don't lose that fat ass gut. If you don't lose the fat. And all your life you're going to regret, man, all I had to do is go 90 days controlling myself. That's all I had to do. And I regret not doing that. Look at myself now. I look like shit. And all I had to do was control my fucking mouth for 90 days. All I had to do was control my mind and tell myself to go to the gym. But look at me now. I look like a sack of shit. Everyone around me looks in great condition. And I didn't reach my full potential. You're gonna hate it. I'm telling you that right now. And a lot of you already feel that. A lot of you already feel the regret. But it's up to you to change it. You can change that shit right now. The moment you decide, you say, you know what? No more. After I watch this video, no more. I will not live in regret. If I see a woman I want to go talk to, I will go up to her and I will tell her what's on my mind. And if she's down with the program, okay. And if she's not, I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, when you take the risk, if you fail miserably, you're back at square one. If you take a risk in a business and you fail miserably, you're back at square one. If you were taking a risk to gain a higher financial status, a higher financial position in life, and you were broke, and you take that and you fail and you're broke, guess what? You were already there, so it's square one. You approach that woman, she rejects you. Okay, she wasn't in your life before that. You can't lose something you never had. So let's not live in regret, guys. Let's do everything we're supposed to do, everything we know we need to do, because I promise you, you're going to hate it when you're on your deathbed and you know you could have pushed yourself every single day. You had the power, you had the capabilities, you had everything you needed to make it happen. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.